Jeff, did you see the hockey game last Thursday?
Sonny, aren't you gonna say hello first?
Did
I
you
did.
watch the hockey? I
I
watched
did.
the hockey highlights. I didn't get to
Uh,
see the whole thing.
well, I
But
and
when I did see the highlights and I did watch little snippets here and there, Canada was up. So I was pretty happy about that.
I watched the game live, as did about 40 million other people in this country. You were the only one who didn't see it.
I
And
know.
if there was one game Canada had to win, it was that one last Thursday.
Yeah.
And
Oh well. I did catch the highlights, so I was very happy.
yeah. Well, we wanted to do a blog this week on a new theme that we're seeing, which is a very strong patriotic Buy Canada sentiment that we're seeing through the earnings that our uh, companies are reporting.
Right? Such as Maple Leaf.
Maple Leaf Foods, yeah, they
Yeah.
reported yesterday. They had great earnings. They came in with profits well ahead of the analyst estimate. They offered guidance for 2025 that includes double-digit free cash flow growth, and
Hmm.
the stock responded by rallying over 10% in one session, which is unusual for, a boring company like Maple Leaf Foods.
Yeah.
But during their earnings, they said what they're seeing is a new catalyst for growth, which is Buy Canada. People are
Yeah.
going to the grocery store, and I'd be interested what you're doing, but I can
Expanding,
tell you,
right?
sorry?
They're expanding into other options for the consumer. So they're getting into like leaner proteins, other meat alternatives, plant-based products, all kinds of things. So it's a little
Yeah.
more attractive to the masses.
I don't know if I would say the masses, maybe people like you, but for the rest of
Oh,
us,
okay.
for the rest of us normal people who eat meat,
Okay.
so
Well, you know what? It's a good thing. There's a lot of vegetarians out there, so they will appreciate this expansion.
I don't know how many there are, but okay. But yeah, they said when people are going grocery shopping, they're looking at the label to see if the item was produced in Canada. And I can tell you,
Hmm.
I've never looked before, but in the last month I have been. What about you?
Yeah. You know what? It depends on what I'm shopping for, but if it's, I usually tend to gravitate for like supporting local farmers. I
Ah,
enjoy that. So,
yeah, okay. Have you always done that?
I have.
Really? Okay, well that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I canceled some of my recurring items on Amazon that get shipped every month or two because I discovered they were being manufactured in the US.
Hmm.
I'm going to look for some Canadian
Yeah.
alternatives. And then last week,
Good idea.
the trucking company Transforce announced that they would re-domicile their headquarters in the US. And in addition to weak guidance, the stock dropped very substantially. Almost a quarter of its value was lost. And then
Wow.
just the other day, they came out
Mm.
with a one sentence press release saying they've canceled their
Oops.
plans to re-domicile in the US based on shareholder revolt.
Yeah.
So,
Smart move.
well, yeah, rethink where your headquarters are, or we'll rethink owning your stock. So the shareholders
Yeah.
spoke and they won. So I think
Mm.
it's a theme people should be very conscious of Buy Canada because that's a new catalyst that we haven't seen in recent memory, and that could be, um, very positive for some of the names. And everyone's different. It all depends on, how disruptive tariffs could be to the supply chain. So you have to look at each company individually.
Hmm.
I still
Yeah.
think it's a bluff, but
I do too.
doesn't we'll
Negotiation tactic.
yeah,
Hmm.
well, we'll know
We shall see.
shortly. We'll know shortly. So,
We will. We will. Okay. Good
all
to
right.
see you. Talk to you
Thanks.
soon.
Thanks, Sonny.
Okay. Bye.